what's your top 3 memories from your Kenyan trip?
Hey, don't fall in love with me. I'm a human being. I'm not a giraffe. And still, he didn't blink.
Hello, everyone. This is Muhammad Jaradat, and I have with me Ramesh Fatima KHAWAJA. And she is doing something that a lot of people around the world throughout time is dreaming of doing, but she's been doing it for so many years. And that's actually AWESOME. That's awesome, right? So, mashallah, Fatima and I are friends for the past so many years because I'm bad at math. All right. And she showed
I'll
me
help you
some...
here. Since
Sorry?
2014. I'll help you here. It's since
Yes.
2014.
I want to mention something that this is Fatima's first interview, and I'm so excited and blessed to be the first one to interview her. So, yeah. Yes. Sweet. So I'm going to start with a very hard and deep question. Are you ready?
I am. What's the price?
What's the price? Okay, I'll make you a cup of hibiscus tea.
Sure.
When you're here in Jordan one day, or when we meet. So listen up.
Shoot the question.
The question is, why? Why do you travel? Why did you start to travel? What is it? What is it about traveling that you do it so much? This is the question.
Okay, so I travel to come out of my comfort zone. This is the main answer to your question. Every day, waking up, driving to the work, same routine. It really helps me to disconnect from this routine, from this patterned life, and then go to a new place and eat their cultural food, meet with the traditional people, and breathe the air they're breathing. It's such a nice experience to connect, to see that we maybe are with different skins, different religions, different languages, but we are so connected. Our smiles are so connected. Our expressions are so familiar. So I like bonding with them.
That's nice. That's nice. A very profound and articulate way to describe it, right?
It is, yes. This is the truest answer that comes up.
MashaAllah. So others would I imagine that others would answer with, because it's fun. Okay, you didn't give me so much, but okay, you did.
So I elaborated that, and then in the end, I can compile it with, this is fun.
It is fun. It is fun. We cannot deny that. Let's talk about your first time to do this as a solo step traveler.
Okay, so I can start with Kenya.
Okay.
Since I have done so many times solo traveling, but Kenya was my first. Actually, if I can tell you, it was Jordan. Yeah.
Oh.
First travel was Jordan, which gave me this comfort, which gave me the confidence, and which gave me this drive to go and explore on my own. And then the second was Kenya. Since I live in Dubai, I meet many nationalities. It's a versatile place. And I happen to have a colleague around me, and she's from Kenya. She said, "What are your plans for these holidays?" And I said, "I was thinking." She said, "Why don't you go to Kenya?" And for me, I love animals. And I said, what's better than going to Kenya and interacting with the animals? And then she just shown me the giraffe manure and the elephant orphanage. And she mentioned the reason behind the orphanage, that the orphan elephants whose parents are taken away for the tusks, the baby elephants, they go there, the calves, they go there, and they take care of them. So I started thinking about it, and I said, why not I plan 3-4 days trip and see myself how beautiful it is, because I've never been there. None of my family members, none of my close friends have been there. So I said, okay, let me explore it. So the question was from my family, is it safe? And then my friend took the guarantee, my colleague friend took the guarantee. She said, don't worry about it. I've got so many friends and you are totally safe there. Don't worry. And I booked my ticket. It was an Emirates flight, super comfortable. But I didn't know that I'm going to a country which is so raw, which is so natural. When I entered the airport, there are no such security guards standing there, and there is a very rude immigration officer standing. They are all so fun-loving. They like to smile, almost always smile. They always, welcome you so well. And I exited the airport. There was a taxi waiting for me. It was a wonderful experience exiting the airport. I can breathe the fresh air. Everything is so green. Nairobi is the only country that has a very big jungle in the middle of the city. So it's super green, and the music coming from the cars, people dancing, laughing, saying jumbo and waving to you. It's normal. It's super normal.
MashaAllah, that's nice. I thought that you planned this before, like what you want to do, where you want to go. And I know that you're very organized. And I thought that you spent more time planning this trip. But I'm surprised that you're telling me that you went there without so much plans.
Yeah. So I'll tell you something behind. Kenya is a place which gives you surprises. So yes, you do plan which cities you're going to go, but you don't plan what day you're going to do what. It's on equator. So weather is pretty much same almost all throughout the year. And the people are so friendly that they will guide you. Oh, why don't you do this? So that's what happened. There are like museums and concerts going on. So you deliberately change your plan because you live the moment where you are. So I went to the museum and I really planned on going there, spending 3-4 hours and leaving to my next destination. But when I reached there, I saw that in the backyard, there is a concert, a quiz kind of thing you will see in the video. It's going on. And it was all nationalities, Canadians and Swiss, France, many people sitting, many nationalities sitting. And the guy who was a Canadian, he is cracking some jokes about different nationalities and different stereotypes. And then he is also hosting some singers. So I canceled my other plans and I just sat there.
What's your top 3 memories from your Kenyan trip?
So what is on the top on my head, which I tell to almost every friend of mine, or it's even an icebreaker for me. So what happened was I went to the giraffe manure, and because that was the first time I'm seeing giraffe up close. And there are some giraffes that are hungry and I'm feeding them, but there's a giraffe standing a bit far and he's very serious and he is very, focused onto me. He's looking at me and not moving at all. So I started recording. I made a video and I said, hey, don't fall in love with me. I'm a human being. I'm not a giraffe. And still, he didn't blink. Can you imagine? He didn't blink even. So what I can think that he's staring at me and he's not moving at all. And it was a different experience for me. I captured the video and then I take a little bit tour and then I went to the information center. There, the guy told us that giraffes sleep their eyes open. So he was actually not staring at me, he was sleeping. And it was a big revelation that he wasn't in love with me, he was just sleeping with his eyes open. Yeah, so this was one of the biggest memory. It makes me smile whenever I tell people and makes people smile as well. The second memory.
Yeah.
So I am going to this cave. It's called Mau Mau Caves. Okay. And I'm alone. It's Karura Forest. So it has 3 entrances. It's a very big forest, and I'm all alone. And I went inside and I reached to this cave place, and suddenly I heard the dogs barking. I thought there are dogs residing in the cave, and I got scared. I made a video because, you know, one thing, I start making videos sometimes when I'm nervous even. So it gives me a bit of hope that I'm not alone. So I'm making a video, and suddenly I found a bunch of girls that are coming back from the waterfall. So there is caves, and then after, if you really reach to the waterfall, you can bathe in the waterfall. So these girls, they told me that they went there and the dog was with them. So it was not a wild dog, it was just a dog with them, and I really got scared with the barking. And the funny part was, one of the ladies, she was carrying a baby. So the Kenyans have this beautiful way of carrying baby with just a piece of cloth. So you almost can't see, but when they open and fold, there's small baby, he's sleeping on the back. So it's like a small backpack for them. And I was like feeling so bad that this small baby made to the waterfall and I didn't. And this was very funny woman, and they said, and the third one. So there is a list my friend told me to try on, and there was one thing, if I'm remembering it correct, it's called mutumba.
Okay.
Mutumba is the intestines of a goat, which I don't eat. Okay. But it sounds so exotic, you know. So I'm sitting there and I read on the menu the word mutumba, and I remembered that my friend mentioned something, but I don't know what is it. Okay. So I saw the word and I said, why don't I try this? This restaurant was so beautiful, it has all neon pink lights. And when the waitress came, I said, please bring me mutumba, I want to try it. And she said, are you sure? I said, yes. And she brought a big plate of mutumba. And in the pink lights, in the neon pink lights you'll see in the video, it's hard to recognize what is it. I tried to smell. I said, is it like mushrooms? She said, no. It's the intestine and the kidney of a goat. And I said, please take it away. Don't waste it, please. But I didn't know that this is mutumba. And she took it away.
So your friend made you feel comfortable, and she said, don't worry about it, you'll feel safe, you can do this all alone, you will enjoy it regardless. And did she tell you how expensive it is? Because this is one of the factors that everyone wants to know, you know, about traveling. Everybody wants to travel, but nobody wants to invest the money or the time in it, right? Did you like do the math if you can do this and you can afford it?
Okay, yeah. So honestly, yes. Here, she really helped me out to manage my finances, like how many days I'm going to stay there and how many, how much currency do I need? What is the conversion? Where should I take the conversion from? Not from the airport, from the mall, and what is the good conversion rate? So really, she helped me in this. And one thing, it's better always to take dollars with you so that you get a better conversion rather than having your own currency, because they regard dollars so much. Also, there is something going on that they are not considering cash payments a lot. Like if you are going to Serengeti, they won't charge you with cash. They won't accept any cash, and they will take, because it's with UN. So to keep a good record of the finance, they prefer to have a card payment. Because, you know, it can't be altered or tampered. So this is something very helpful too. So nobody can fool you, because you know already and you have the receipts and you know that everybody is paying the same.